Hello, welcome. This is the channel for Foreignness Journey, and I'm going to talk about the real life, the real world, and the healing abroad. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so that we continue sharing this information. Today, I'll continue talking about things that people don't talk about. And the previous video, I spoke about the accent. Let's start with the accent. Nobody really prepares you for how self conscious you can become even when you're clinically competent. And sometimes it won't even be your accent, sometimes it will just be your race, your sex, female or male, or where you come from. And the agency will send you where there is need. It doesn't matter your preference, but you can you can really try to negotiate of if you have somebody who you know and where you want to be just for support, but doesn't mean you get your way. They'll send you where you may be the only person who looks like you. Be ready. You have to learn to repeat yourself. You'll be misunderstood, and some people will take your accent as being unintelligent. That part hurts. But let me tell you clearly, your accent is not your weakness. It's proof of how far you've become or how far you've come. Another thing nobody tells you is the way cultural shock. The pace is different, the communication is different, the teamwork is different, and you do everything differently from where you're coming from. And be ready to adjust quickly. And chatting in the US will humble you. I can tell you that. And I want you to be ready and understand that people here from kindergarten, they don't use pen and pencil. They use the computer. And where we're coming from, it's pen and paper, and our chatting is in pen and paper. But here you have to know how to chat on the computer, the electronic system. But I want you to be patient with yourself. Give yourself grace. Don't judge yourself because the world is already doing that. You don't put that burden on yourself. And did I tell you chatting will humble you? America, chatting will humble you. It's detailed, it's fast, and it's always like you're rushing and racing against the clock. And no one tells you how mentally and emotionally exhausting that is, especially when English is not your first language, and especially if chatting wasn't done by computer. And then you also miss home, you miss your people, you miss your language, you miss your food. That's why when you come here, make sure you have a buddy system. And there are some agencies, whenever they'll tell you who is where they've sent some people who comes from your country or from your region where you're coming from. So they'll always connect you just in case you don't know anybody who's come before you. But here's the honest truth. If you're watching this channel, I'm going to give you a heads up and make sure you find resourceful persons, and I can be a resource if you want. And just know that adjustment takes courage. You're going to adjust. You've come all this way not to fail. You're going to adjust. And when you come, you always second guess yourself, and that's normal. And let me tell you about my first day at work. I had the license, I had the experience, and I thought I was ready, but emotionally, I wasn't ready. I was nervous about everything. I was nervous, and really, my nervousness was proved 2 minutes into my work. I was given to, I was introduced to somebody who was supposed to be my preceptor and supposed to show me around the hospital. She could not understand me. I had to learn to repeat myself. And I kept thinking, am I too slow? Am I too fast? And then she started teaching me the computer system, because whenever you come here, they won't let you go to see the patients on your own first time. You go in class maybe 3 4 weeks. You're learning how to chat, how to handle patients. Then even when you go on the floor, you won't go alone. They'll give you a preceptor to teach you how they do things here. Bear in mind, wherever you're coming from, some diseases are common in certain areas. So there'll be diseases that you've read about them because you've gone through nursing school. You know the anatomy and physiology, and the body is the same everywhere, but the disease manifestation will be different. But be patient with yourself, because you have to learn that. And then the medication, because it's different, the medication will be different. The equipments that they use is different. The measurement unit of measurement is different. I can give you like glucose, blood sugars. Where I came from was, what did you say, grams per deciliter. Here it's millimoles, and the numbers are different. And that's something you're going to learn. And you're going to ask yourself, like, am I too slow? Do they think I don't know what I'm doing? And I can tell you, after the orientation first day, I was overwhelmed. I was exhausted, not just physically, but mentally as well. When I got to the car, I just sat down and then I cried, not because I couldn't do the job, but because I was doing it in a new country, and that's heavy. But here's what I learned: do not expect to be perfect in one day. You just have to show up and keep showing up and keep going. Confidence will come later. If you're a foreigner just starting out, please subscribe. We have a lot to discuss. And then there are a lot of things that you have to learn. There are a lot of things that you have to be patient, and most of these things will be mental. It will be emotional, and that's something you have to deal with. And it helps when you have support system to help you navigate through those areas, because you're going to think you made a mistake, but hey, you have not made a mistake. You belong here. If you had the desire, you belong here and you're welcome here, and you're going to make it. You're going to adjust. Just don't give up. I didn't give up, and it's rewarding. That I can tell you. It's rewarding, and I'm here if you need help. And subscribe to my channel so that we continue going. Have a good night or good morning, or have a good day. Be blessed.